Hello, hello, hello. Welcome here. Today I want to talk to you about the books I read in July. Okay, it's gonna be a short and sweet little video because I only have two. I only finished two in July. If you want these two and you're gonna buy them online, there's some little linkies below. You can go get them down there. But let me get right into it, okay? So, the two books. First, about a week into July, right at the beginning, I finished Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince. If you've read this one, you know. I want to pick up the next one right away, and I do. But I needed an emotional break. It gets ya. This one gets ya. Okay? It gets ya. I have also been listening to the Literary Life podcast on Harry Potter this month. And she's just doing book one. But sometimes she talks about the series as a whole. And one of the things that she mentioned that blew my mind is that Harry Potter is written in a ring structure, which means that book 1 corresponds to book 7, book 2 corresponds to book 6. See what I'm saying? And so, as I've been reading these ones, now that I know that, I've been trying to notice, see what parts correspond, how they echo one another, and that has been really fun. So, I haven't picked up the last one because I want to wait until the series is done so I can get all the information and then and then read the 7th one because the 7th one goes with the first one. Anyway, the 6th one, fabulous. Devastatingly fabulous. I don't want to give any spoilers, but Harry is growing up. He's doing some hard stuff, some scary stuff. And you just really go on the emotional journey with him. Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince. Very good. Okay, now the other one that I finished in July, I did not, when I first read, I got this volume, this collected letters, journalism, and essays by George Orwell, just to read one of the essays, to read why I write. I did not picture myself devouring the whole volume right away. But I read the first one, I said that was good, and then I read a couple more, I said those are also good, and I just kept going, and I didn't want to put it down. I really, really enjoyed reading these letters and these essays. I like George Orwell, I already liked George Orwell, but I like him a lot more now as a writer. He's so good. And this, it looks deceptively small, okay? These books, this one is longer. Not only in page number, but also the font's much smaller. So this is taking me quite some time to get through, but not because it isn't enjoyable and I don't like reading it in chunks. It's just very long. It's 600 pages and change. In general, I recommend reading letters. I find them very interesting and enjoyable, and you get a little peek into the author's life, and I find that it helps me put their writing in context, so I can kind of see the order that he is writing things in, what the world is like while he is writing, what his relationships are like while he's writing, and it really makes his books come alive. It makes me want to read a lot of his works. This, I don't know, I haven't stumbled across the other volumes of these collected essays. This is only volume 1, and it only goes to 1940. So his most famous works, Animal Farm in 1984, aren't written before 1940. So it would be really fun to read the collection that encompasses that time period when those are written. But there are some really interesting letters. There was a letter where he was talking about what his pen name was going to be, because George Orwell's a pen name, and he was brainstorming different name ideas. Or he was talking about this essay he was going to write about shooting an elephant. And it's cool to see these ideas that are now iconic and so familiar in our language. At one time, they were just a brainstorm idea. And that was really cool. Also, he's hilarious and a bit of a savage. A bit of a savage. I really enjoyed these. If you're thinking about reading these, just do it. Do it. Or read the letters of an author that you like. Good. I will also give honorable mention to the Iliad. Okay? That's one of the reasons I only have 2 completed books, is because the Iliad hasn't taken up my time and my mental energy. But we've been reading that. We're going to keep reading that. This month, I'm hoping to get to Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde because it's on the podcast schedule. What else will I be reading in August? Probably, hopefully, dip into the next Harry Potter and dabble. Oh yeah, I'm also still reading the King James. That'll be a couple, like, for sure a year. I'll be working on that. And what else am I reading? Oh, Crime and Punishment. Still going through that. See, lots of little side hustles. Lots of side hustles. So lots of reading. It felt like a really good reading month. I am really enjoying the Iliad and putting in the work to understand the Iliad because I am reaping those rewards. Reaping them. But that is it, I think, for July and August. Oh, I'm also reading a history book on why, I forget what it's called, but on how we all have these values that we all believe in as a society. Equality, justice. So, like, why do we, like, where did that come from? Because people don't always think that way. People do not always think that way. So I'm reading that book as well. And I want to start reading some more books about Spain because I'll be going on a little trip in a little bit. I mean, in a few months, but I like to read a lot before I go. So I hopefully will get some little Spain nuggets in there. But my appetite and I guess I say my eyes are larger than my stomach when it comes to my monthly reading. So we will see what actually happens. But let me know if you've read any collection of letters by authors that you like, or just, doesn't have to be an author, just a collection of letters. Let me know any good ones that you know about. I love them. And I'd love to hear what you're reading in July, or what you're going to read in August. Let me know. Let me know. Okay, short and sweet. Bye.
Tell me now, how long has it been going?